Imagine this for a moment. You can't move. You can't see. You don't know if anyone knows where you are. The air feels thinner with every breath. Somewhere above you, life goes on normally. Cars pass, people laugh, lights turn on and off. But for you, time has stopped. Today, we're going to explore the worst places humans have ever been trapped. Underground, underwater, inside war zones, collapsed tunnels, abusive homes, and invisible prisons you don't see on a map. And more importantly, how people escaped them. Because every story you're about to hear has one thing in common. Someone was never supposed to survive. Part 1. The Earth closes in. Underground traps. Let's start with one of humanity's oldest fears: being buried alive. When the Earth traps you, it doesn't rush, it waits. Miners know this better than anyone. In collapsed mines across Chile, Wales, Russia, and beyond, survivors describe the same moment: the sound like thunder, then silence. In 2010, 33 Chilean miners were sealed nearly 700 meters underground. No sunlight, no rescue timeline, no guarantee anyone even knew they were alive. For 69 days, they survived by rationing spoonfuls of tuna, timing sleep to preserve sanity, and creating routines to stop time from consuming them. What saved them wasn't strength, it was structure. They divided leadership, they controlled information, they gave the mind something to hold on to. Survival underground isn't just about oxygen, it's about not letting your thoughts collapse before the tunnel does. Part 2. When escape means going deeper. Now imagine this. You're not buried. You're underwater, deep inside a flooded cave. This happened in Thailand in 2018. 12 boys, 1 coach, miles inside a cave system when monsoon rains turned escape routes into underwater death traps. They were trapped for 18 days before divers even reached them. But the real danger came next. To escape, they had to do the impossible. Each child was put under general anesthesia, unconscious, underwater, guided through flooded tunnels by divers. If even one mask failed, that child would drown. This was a rescue with no precedent, no training manual, no guarantee. And yet, every single child survived. You know why? Because humans do something extraordinary under pressure. They invent solutions faster than fear can kill them. Part 3. The cold that slowly takes you. Some traps don't crush you, they freeze you. Cavers trapped underground describe cold as the most deceptive killer. You don't feel pain at first, you feel calm, sleepy. Your body starts shutting down to conserve energy. In multiple documented cave deaths, survivors report the same danger. Giving up feels peaceful. The ones who lived did something strange. They fought comfort. They forced movement. They shouted. They stayed angry. Cold doesn't kill you violently. It convinces you to stop resisting. Escaping it means refusing rest when rest feels irresistible. Part 4. War zones. Trapped without walls. Now let's talk about a different kind of trap. One without bars, without tunnels, without chains. Being trapped in a war zone. People caught in active conflict zones describe a unique psychological prison. You can technically leave, but every road is dangerous. Every decision could be fatal. Every delay could be permanent. Families become trapped in cities under bombardment, where food, water, and medical care disappear. But escape routes close faster than hope. Those who escape often don't do it by running. They do it by waiting. Waiting for ceasefires, waiting for humanitarian corridors, waiting for moments when danger shifts. Escaping war isn't about speed. It's about timing. And timing is something humans learn to sense when survival depends on it. Part 5. The trap you can't see. Abusive homes. Some of the most dangerous places people are trapped don't appear on maps. We call them as our homes. For many women and men, abusive relationships function like sealed rooms. No locks, no chains, but fear replaces walls. Survivors describe the same pattern. Leaving feels more dangerous than staying. The outside world feels hostile. Isolation becomes complete. The escape, when it happens, is rarely dramatic. It's quiet. A bag packed slowly. A message sent in secret. A moment of courage after years of fear. What helps people escape abusive traps isn't force. It's belief. Belief that another life exists. Belief that pain doesn't have to be permanent. Part 6. Escaping through the impossible. Now let's talk about one of the most extreme survival stories ever documented. A man trapped alone in a canyon, his arm pinned by a boulder. No food, no water, no cell signal. After days of trying everything, he realized the truth. No one was coming. To escape, he did something the human mind resists at all costs. He amputated his own arm, not in a moment of madness, but calculation. The brain is capable of horrifying clarity when survival is the only goal. Escaping sometimes requires sacrificing the version of yourself you were to save the one who remains. Part 7. When society is the prison. Some people are trapped not by rock or water, but by systems, prison camps, exile, oppressive regimes. History records mass escapes that weren't driven by panic, but planning. In World War II, prisoners tunneled for months using spoons. They hid dirt in pockets. They timed guard patterns. They built hope grain by grain. What allowed escape wasn't strength. It was patience, the ability to imagine freedom before it existed. Part 8. The underground that saved lives. Now let's flick the story. Sometimes the underground isn't a trap. It's protection. The Underground Railroad wasn't a single tunnel. It was a network of secrecy, courage, and trust. People escaping slavery hid in basements, caves, barns, and safe houses. Darkness meant survival. Silence meant life. The same space that kills in one context saves in another. The difference? It's the choice. Part 9. The psychology of escape. Across every story, caves, mines, wars, abuse, disasters, a pattern emerges. People who survive do 3 things. They control what they can. They create meaning. They refuse to let panic decide. The human brain, when cornered, becomes both enemy and ally. Fear can paralyze, but focus can override pain, exhaustion, even instinct. Survival isn't about being fearless. It's about acting despite fear. Part 10. The worst place to be trapped. So what is the worst place to be trapped? Underground? Underwater? In war? In collapse? The answer might surprise you. The worst trap is believing escape is impossible. Because once the mind gives up, the body follows. Every story you heard today survived not because conditions improved, but because someone believed survival was still possible, even when logic said otherwise. Right now, somewhere in the world, someone is trapped in rubble, in water, in fear, in silence. And they're doing the same thing humans have always done: thinking, adapting, refusing to disappear. If this video changed how you think about survival, hit like. If you want more real human stories of escape, resilience, and impossible odds, subscribe. Because sometimes, the most dangerous place to be trapped is the story that says you won't make it out, and history keeps proving that story wrong. Never give up. Survival defies the odds.